get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike, check. 59.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
There we go, Pac-Man. 120.
Slam.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
On the ball.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Check.
Run. Gold.
Stop your whining.
Here, shit.
Motion. Reset.
Wentz now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility showing those hands. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to work. 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every flag for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
On the ball.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
82.
51's the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Black, come on.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
For Tokyo.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Watch that.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Winston throw on second down, and his pass incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Hey, let's get in there.
Great.
51's Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Double tight. Hey, guys.
Come on, let's go. White, 90.
They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Hand off to Barkley. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. He finds some open field here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 78 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field.
Mike's 49.
Ohio.
I got you, son.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants.
Under crunch.
Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Touchdown.
So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
He certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. I thought the back lines the same as those guys, though. Did they work on it? Maybe. They're saying, thanks, Mom.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Done. Lady.
Hey, we are.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ernest. And he'll be.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Single. 86.
Done. Blue 80.
That's you.
Ram.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch twist. Check four.
Play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now. Okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Double tight. 3 down.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. It's out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey. We got three. 3 down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Double up. Hot. Run.
Flex round.
49.
Off play action. Conrad. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got another play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. 2nd and 10 here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the...
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go. Lady.
Four down.
Porky, 82, Porky.
Watch out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time
Come on
here
now,
still
all right,
left
come
in
on
the
now, let's
contest.
go.
Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion
Get
on
over
first,
there.
now
Go.
second and 10.
Go. Lady.
Watch the safety creep.
The throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a third and 10 after
Here
back-to-back
we go.
incompletions.
Lady.
Four down.
82.
Mike 51.
Hey, great 57.
Hey, watch the ball.
Blitz now throw. Olivier Vernon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
Watch Mike.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And he'll try to hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. First and 10. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run the full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You got tight right there. 49.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Coming to you.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Two tights. Hey, we got 3 down. Come on.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy's had a monster game on the ground. So if you're going to go for it on 4th and short, it can't be any secret who's going to get the ball. And sure enough, he's going to add to his total here as they pick up the first down.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ohio!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point.
That's how you score on them.
Sturgis adds the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to look deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Check.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Set. 120. Gold. Make great 15. Great 15. Make great 15. Great 15.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Liz 5-7.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Hey, ram.
Too little, cupcake.
Now Wentz again. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Liz.
51's the mic, boys. 51.
Good chip.
Hey, man.
Black.
Watch the boot. Check.
Black. Come on.
51's Mike.
Hey, stash.
I got you.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Single.
Set. 120.
Let's go. Mike.
Wentz. He's going to air one out.
It's going to be a long day.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Shorty, shorty, shorty. There we go.
They'll go for it. It's Lynch. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Conrad.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here we go.
Hot! Hot!
Operating from the gun, Conrad. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense.
Here we go.
They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may gain more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hang in there now.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch twist. Watch the
Throwing his Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gold, gold.
Mike 51.
Here's Wentz to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down. Conrad. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Powering his way forward. A good pickup there at 22.
He wasn't ready.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that's on display there for a good pickup. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
They'll run it, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Flex round! Ohio!
From the gun, Conrad. Hard throw, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do? Throw him 3. Do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 120!
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
On the ball.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Lion. Good chip.
Big play there for the Eagles on third down. 56 yards.
Mike
51. Great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Run.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Here, sit.
It's our field.
Black.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
The throw, it's Wentz.
I got it.
And that's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 50.
Lion.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Wins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Great. Set. 120.
Watch the ship.
Run.
Watch the ship.
Wentz going to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that, and they got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
49.
Looking to throw. Conrad. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Avoids him at the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
No running now, out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
Here we go. Red 38.
Strip the ball.
Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away. Don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
4 down.
On 4th down, Conrad. That's to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and move forward on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
He'll put it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Under 10.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
All day.
Hey, stash.
Wentz now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And
all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They'll go to Barkley again. Whoosh. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now on the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
What we got?
Looking to throw on second down. Conrad. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Flex round. Flex round.
We own them. We own them.
Off the play fake. Conrad. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football. Meaning he takes care of the ball.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Let's go.
Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
That's it.
Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Right.
Black, come on.
Tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Done. Lady.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Lion.
Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
I'm bringing it to you.
They're running now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Done. Lady.
Hey, check. 3 down. Motion.
Lion.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Liz.
Watch the pick.
Hey, stash.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Looking for the gun. Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Hang in there now.
Alert! Alert! 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Hot, hot, hot!
Wentz has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, baby!
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they
Come on
hate
now,
to see
all right,
him
come
take
on now.
that hit.
Let's go.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull
Go.
up, and not hit him.
Lady.
There's the penalty.
Motion, motion, check, check, check. Shift. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hang in there,
An
now. Hang in
incomplete
there now.
pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
4 down, 4 down.
Liz.
Alert.
Here we go. Lady.
Over. Roy. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's stepping up. He's going to keep it. Now the ball comes loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gold.
Hey, 86.
Here we go. 120.
Watch the flood.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Liz. Here we go. 120.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go. 180.
4 down. 51.
Here, shift.
Watch twist. Hey, get him.
Run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
51's the Mike.
Here, shift.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Liz.
Motion. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Boom!
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Lady.
3 buzz.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
We got 4.
Here we go. Lady.
Quick the edge. Coming.
For Tokyo.
51's Mike.
Hey, over here. Lion.
It's our time. Bang.
Great. Shift.
Now wins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Come on now.
Once again,
Come on now.
hit
Let's
as he
go.
throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Watch the shift.
Here we go. Here we go. 120.
Mike 51. Come to my world.
What's your son?
We want it.
Liz 5'7".
Shift.
Now wins. Gotta have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got to give it a hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.